everyone, this is Lata Akula. In this video we will study about zygomycetes, that is another group of phycomycetes. So zygomycetes are also called as conjugation fungi. The examples for these are Rhizopus and Mucor. If you see the habitat, they are mainly present in terrestrial habitat there and helps in the decomposition of organic matter, hence they are saprophytic in nature. If you see the structure of hyphae, they are cenocytic, means they are aseptate and multinucleated, and hyphae walls are made up of chitin, and mostly these are unbranched, no branches occurs. In its life cycle there is no motile cell seen. Vegetative structures are divided into two types of hyphae. They are horizontal and vertical hyphae. Horizontal hyphae, they grow horizontally on the substrata. They are called as stolons or stoloniferous hyphae. And vertical hyphae, they develop vertically into the substratum. They are called rhizoids, which are just like roots present in the plants. Here, these rhizoids are rhizoidal hyphae. They release a diastatic substance into the substratum to digest the food material. If you see the asexual reproduction, in this from the hyphae, from the stolons, an erect structure, tube-like structure is developed, which is called as sporangiophore. At the end of sporangiophore, a round bulged structure is seen, which is called as sporangia. Inside the sporangia, sporangiospores are developed. This is the sporangiophore and sporangium. In this sporangium, mitosis takes place, and there are some mitospores are released, which are called as multinucleated spores, which are called as sporangiospores. So when sporangium walls are broken, these sporangiospores are released outside and released into the air. They are dispersed through the air and they will germinate and develops into new mycelium. Like this, asexual reproduction takes place by means of sporangiospores. And whereas sexual reproduction, there are two types of hyphae are seen in the sexual reproduction, positive and negative strains. So here in sexual reproduction is mainly taken place by the conjugation. Here what happens is the two hyphae are in close contact with each other, and there is a gametangial copulation takes place. In this, what happens is these gametes will come in contact with each other and they start fusing, and then these two nuclei are combined and finally fuse together and form a diploid zygote. Here, these are the two haploid cells coming in contact with each other. A conjugation tube-like structure was developed. The nuclei was fused together and developed a zygote. Here, this zygote is a thick-walled structure. Sometimes it may act as a resting structure. It will be in the resting state up to the favorable conditions are reached. Or sometimes it may be released from this hyphae and it will develop into another zygosporangium. Actually, instead of developing into mycelium, from this zygospore, what will be developed is, this is zygote. What is this? This is zygote. From this zygote, an erect structure is developed, which is called as zygosporangiophore. The tube-like structure is called as zygosporangiophore. At the end of this zygosporangiophore, the bulged structure is formed, which is called as zygosporangium. So, because of the means of zygote, zygosporangia, the name is zygomycetes, right? So, in the zygosporangium, meiosis takes place and develop spores called as zygospores are produced, which are also called as meiospores. These are haploid condition. What is the condition of these zygospores? Haploid, because in the zygosporangium, meiosis or reductional division takes place and then zygospores are released, which are haploid in condition. So what are the sexual reproduction? The resulting spores are zygospores, hence they are called as zygomycetes. And from these zygospores, the mycelium, these zygospores, they germinate into, they undergo germination, they will be germinate into mycelium. In this mycelia, in this the zygospores, they produce mycelium, right? From this, half of the strains they consist of positive strains, half of the hyphae they consist of negative strains, negative hyphae. So in the zygospores they develop mycelium, right? Half of them they have positive hyphae and half of them have minus or negative hyphae. This is about the zygote mycetes, their reproduction. If you see the structures of Mucor and Rhizopus, there are some differences will be seen. The Mucor and Rhizopus, if you see the Mucor, this is the Mucor structure. It consists of sporangiophore. Here these are the stolons. From these stolons, at the end only one sporangiophore was developed. But whereas in Rhizopus, there are clusters of sporangiophores developed from one end, right? Here only single sporangiophore developed from this, and there are clusters of sporangiophores were developed. And one more thing is, there is no differentiation of hyphae. Here the differentiation of the hyphae takes place. That means the hyphae were differentiated into rhizoids. They were differentiated into rhizoids, stolons, and these are sporangiophores. There is a proper differentiation of hyphae takes place. These Mucor, if you see this, these Mucor, they mainly grows in the dung. Hence they are called as coprophilous fungi. Copro means dung or fecal matter, and phyllis means loving. They like to live in dung, hence they are called as coprophilous fungi. Whereas Rhizopus stolonifer, they are commonly called as bread mold. We see when the bread was kept outside and if we pour some water on this, after a few days we will get some mold-like structures. Those mold-like structures are nothing but Rhizopus only. So the Rhizopus mainly grows on the breads, hence they are called as bread molds. This is about zygomycetes. They are commonly called as conjugation fungi. Examples are Rhizopus and Mucor. The cell walls are made up of chytine, and the vegetative structures, the horizontal ones are called stolons and vertical ones are called rhizoids. And in this, asexual reproduction takes place by means of sporangiospores, which will be developed by mitosis, and sexual reproduction takes place by means of zygospores, which develop from the zygote through the meiosis process. And in this, from these zygospores, the mycelium will be developed. Half of the mycelium will be positive hyphae and half of the mycelium will be negative hyphae. With this, we have completed zygomycetes. In our next class, we will study ascomycetes. Thank you.